Welcome back to our channel. Today we're covering a tragic and heartbreaking case that made headlines across the world. A story of a young British woman who came to Japan with dreams of adventure and new experiences, only for her life to be cruelly cut short. This is the story of Lindsay Hawker, a 22-year-old English teacher whose death shocked both Japan and the United Kingdom. Lindsay Ann Hawker was born on December 30th, 1984, in Coventry, England, to Bill and Julia Walker. She was a bright and ambitious young woman who had recently graduated from the University of Leeds with a degree in biology. Like many young people, Lindsay was eager to explore the world and gain new experiences. In October 2006, she moved to Japan to work as an English teacher, a role that would allow her to immerse herself in a new culture while helping others learn. Lindsay settled into life in Japan quickly, making friends and enjoying her time in the vibrant city of Tokyo. But on March 25, 2007, her life took a tragic turn. While on her way home from work, Lindsay encountered a man named Tatsuya Ichihashi. This chance meeting would lead to a sequence of events that no one could have predicted. Ichihashi, a 28-year-old Japanese man, approached Lindsay on the street, asking for help with his English. However, this seemingly innocent meeting would soon take a dark turn. Lindsay, always kind and willing to help, agreed to give him a private English lesson the next day. CCTV photos obtained by police showed Lindsay and Ichihashi in a cafe ordering drinks and then having a 50-minute English lesson. During the court hearing, it was revealed that after the lesson, he told her he had forgotten his wallet at home and used that excuse to get her to his home by taxi. Lindsay asked the taxi driver to wait for her and went inside with Ichihashi. After 7 minutes of waiting, the taxi driver left. Tragically, she would never leave that apartment. When Lindsay didn't return home, her concerned friends and colleagues reported her missing. The police quickly began an investigation, and the next day, on March 27, 2007, they visited Ichihashi's apartment. What they found inside was horrifying. Lindsay's naked and badly beaten body was discovered in a bathtub on the balcony, concealed with sand and compost in an apparent attempt to hide what had happened. The cause of death was determined to be suffocation. Tatsuya Ichihashi managed to escape the police as they arrived at his apartment, slipping out barefoot and evading capture. A massive manhunt ensued, but despite a reward of 10 million yen, 78,000 pounds, for information leading to his arrest and 8,000 reported sightings, he remained at large for 2.5 years. During this time, he drastically altered his appearance through plastic surgery, attempting to avoid detection. In his book, Ichihashi details his attempts to change his appearance, including scissoring off his lower lip, digging 2 moles out of his cheek with a box cutter, and giving himself a nose job in an attempt to obscure his identity while on the run. His case became one of Japan's most high-profile manhunts, with posters of his face plastered across the country. While the search for Ichihashi continued, Lindsay's family was left to grapple with the unimaginable loss of their daughter. They traveled to Japan numerous times, pleading for justice and working tirelessly to keep her case in the public eye. It is truly their determination, along with the efforts of the Japanese police, that finally paid off on November 10, 2009. Ichihashi was captured in Osaka while waiting to board a ferry to Okinawa. A passenger had contacted port officials after recognizing Ichihashi despite his disguise of a hat, sunglasses, and surgical mask. Ichihashi's arrest marked the beginning of a long and emotional trial. He was charged with several serious offenses, including causing Lindsay's death and attempting to cover it up. Throughout the trial, Ichihashi claimed that Lindsay's death had been accidental, asserting that he had only tried to prevent her from screaming and did not intend to harm her. However, the evidence presented in court painted a different picture, one of premeditation and violence. On July 21, 2011, Tatsuya Ichihashi was found guilty of Lindsay Hawker's death. He was sentenced to life imprisonment, a decision that brought some measure of closure to Lindsay's grieving family. According to her family, justice has been done with this life sentence. In a press conference after the final verdict, Lindsay's father, Bill Hawker, thanked the Japanese people. While holding her photo, he stated, "Lindsay loved Japan, and you have not let her down. Thank you." However, no sentence could ever bring Lindsay back or erase the pain of her loss. In the years since Lindsay's death, her family has been working hard to honor her memory. They refused all offers of money from Ichihashi, who published a book about his life as a fugitive and wanted the royalties to be given to them. They also condemned a film made in Japan about Ichihashi's life as being distasteful and an insult to her memory. They also advocate for the safety of women traveling and living abroad. They've spoken out about the importance of vigilance and the need for better protections for foreign nationals in Japan. Lindsay's legacy is one of love, kindness, and a life that was tragically cut short. The story of Lindsay Hawker is a reminder of the dangers that can exist, even in the most unexpected places. It's a story of loss, but also one of perseverance and the unbreakable bond of a family determined to seek justice for their beloved daughter. As we remember Lindsay, we must also consider what can be done to prevent such tragedies in the future, and how we can support those who find themselves in vulnerable situations. Lindsay's story has had a profound impact on both Japan and the UK. It has sparked discussions on safety, justice, and the responsibilities we all share in protecting one another. Her memory lives on through the love of her family and the countless people who were touched by her story. Thank you for watching. If you found this video meaningful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more true crime stories like this. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. What do you think could be done to prevent cases like Lindsay's? Until next time, stay safe and take care.